Rainbow City fading away, but I thought of it today. It's the Power of God's Love podcast, 1044. Hey there, Tony here. You know, I lived in a one-bedroom, one-bathroom, garden-level apartment in Lakewood, Colorado for a couple of years. I finished up the 1980s there, and I started out the 1990s there. I was there for better part of 2 years. Anyway, during my first summer in that little complex, it was actually a pretty good-sized complex, I noticed oodles of rainbows after pretty much the daily short summer rains they had back then. Almost every afternoon at the same time, these rains would happen, and after they passed, there would be rainbows everywhere, or at least one every time, just about. And that inspired me to write a song called Rainbow City. Well, the only recording I have of the song is an MP3 demo version. It's not a great one. And when you hear it, and I'm going to share it with you here in a minute, you're going to notice two voice styles. And that's because I had intended to make it a collaborative project with another singer, and I wanted to send the demo to him with a different voice so he could hear where his part would be, instead of having to make phone calls back and forth and say, no, here's where I would do this, and I want you to do that, and I'm going to be doing this here. We didn't do all that. So I just recorded my voice in a different style where he could see his part was be there. Anyway, that never happened. We didn't end up working together on that, so I just ended up with a funky little demo. And that's the only recording I have of it. And I thought about that old song recently as I watched the sun finally emerging after a couple of days of heavy rains here along the Emerald Coast. One thing I noticed is I don't really see a lot of rainbows here like I did in Colorado. And I really miss that. So I guess that got me feeling nostalgic, and I figured I'd just go ahead and share Rainbow City.
Oh, why does everybody worry? Spend so much time fretting and fussing, and you're bound to end up great. Yeah, why is everybody faithless? Be to yourself and to the night, and you can't enjoy the day. Oh, where is everybody going? We're escalating and elevating, and still no ground is gained. Oh, where can people find answers and put away for a rainy day that had already rained? Don't you see, we're living in Rainbow City? Don't you know we don't have far to go? Can't you feel coming from the cold? Well, I know it's cold out there. I've been to that empty place, but you can't be warm inside. Light can't shine on your face. Oh, let it shine.
Well, there you go. I told you it was a little bit funky, but that's a song I wrote way back in 1989, somewhere around that time. All these years later, the so-called LBGTQRMNOP movement, they've attempted to sort of hijack the meaning of rainbows. But as a Christian, I know it's always going to be a covenant God made with us. He said he would never again flood the entire earth like he did at the time of Noah, and that bow in the sky after a rain would be a sign of his covenant with us. Now, you got to admit, that's a beautiful use of beautiful colors. Too bad so many perverts try to pervert it, because in the end, that's not going to work out very well for them. If you support that modern day take on what a rainbow means, you should connect with me, even though you might not, on the surface, think you like me. You might not want to hear any of this. But anyway, you should connect with me because you're going to learn some things maybe you didn't know before. If you're open to that, if you have a closed mind, so be it. One good place to start is you get Tony's daily devotional delivered to your inbox for free. It's something I share with believers and unbelievers if they're interested in maybe becoming a believer. But it's for people who want to focus on the power of God's love and rightly divide the word of truth. If that sounds interesting at all, then it's a way for you to spend your time reading and listening and watching good stuff based on the power of God's love instead of having to go look for it. And I always like to say that I want to show you my sincere appreciation for your time and attention by sending you download links to music and The Very First 6 Days. That's a rhyming book for kids about the Creation Week. I'll send that to you right away when you confirm your email subscription. And just so you know, kids of all ages have enjoyed this stuff, and I think you will too, or your kids will, or your grandkids. Just add your email to the form that you'll find at TonyFunderburk.com, and let's connect right away. What do you say? All right, that does it for this episode of the Power of God's Love podcast. Now, as I always like to remind you, go out and look for opportunities to share the power of God's love.